So I reached out to the team at Auto Power and told them my situation about how we weren't really sure if the car was going to be backseat or not. And we came to a conclusion that we would do a harness bar setup. This option here gives us a little bit of flexibility with having the bolt-in harness bar. So just 2 bolts, and then you're left with just the outside perimeter and then the bracing at the back. So it's not a welding system. There's plates that go on the bottom of it in here, and it bolts through the floor. You can weld those in if you want. You can drill them through. And then we get this powder coated, depending on the color. This will probably match the brake calipers, front and rear. We got the rear sway bar, just a couple little accent pieces, and probably the valve cover. We'll all get them to match, just so everything's a little bit cleaner. You can see the red sway bar still in there, and then we got the front one off. So I just want everything to match up, and that's the whole theme of this car now. We're gonna do this one last time. We're gonna do it right until we blow the motor, but you get these 4 plates, and they're machined out. So 3 holes per. What these do is they go on the bottom side of the car, and the harness bar itself will sit from the top on the inside of the chassis, and then the bottom side inside the cabin will sit underneath, and they sandwich together. And then Auto Power gives you these nuts and bolts. They go through top to bottom, or you can go up if you really want to, but preferably down because you're gonna have carpet or whatever in there. And then they get tightened down. So I don't have the rear trim pieces at the shop, which sits on the lower portion here. And then you have the upper piece here. But with how this cage sits in here, is this goes through the existing rear speakers, the 6x9s. So rear speakers are gone. The grille itself is all part of the rear panel, so you have to cut it out, do like a little circle in it, that feeds through, and then you do like a nice clean trim piece around there. That's where the bottom plate is. It'll sit tight like that. Good thing is I got kill mat, so it's a little bit easier to see this hole here. So those 2 long bolts I showed before go through here. Don't tell G-Tool Tips I took his drill. I don't have something like this. Probably would be easier if I took out these speaker brackets. So I think my lazy plan about taking out those 6 bolts just kind of backfired. Let's take out some bolts, guys. I'm not gonna delete the old part of the video. Stuff happens. I think really the best way to do this is to scrape all this off, tack it in, and then I can respray it with undercoating, just so all this doesn't rust out in the future. 3 bolts are in. See, it's tight. We're gonna go to the other side. So we got everything bolted in, the uppers and then the lowers, both sides. So 12 bolts total. I'm gonna probably tack, like I said, just on the bottom of the plates, just scrape all that insulation that under like rhino guard off underneath, and just kind of get it all tacked in, cleaned up, and then I'll reapply that just for, you know, future prime it maybe. Just I don't want it to rust out underneath the car. So if it's tacked in, it'll also be a little bit more secure. Right now though, it's sitting well. What I had to do was I had to get a step bit, just zoom in, just to open up the holes a little bit more up top here. When I put the bolts in, they were not, just because the angle of the well, I also have the kill mat in too. As you can see, the whole bottom's been done, so it kind of throws off the angles here and there, but just that to get it sitting flush, and then that let me get the angle because how the bolt was coming in. One of them was coming in this way, one was coming in this way, just how you screw it in. And then you can't really sit this flat as you pre-drill everything, so you have to kind of do it. It's just a little bit of play back and forth, but the cage fits great. It's solid. I just got to tighten these bolts up here and there. Leave them undone for now. Just other than that though, everything's fitted. I'll get the panels in next week. We'll get those all cut out just to see how they're going to sit. And then the car's going to go for paint, and then it's going for powder coating at the same time. I'll figure out a color in the meantime, but no big shout out to Auto Power just for the setup on this, and just, you know, the walkthrough and everything, how to do it is very simple. It took maybe less than, you know, an hour, just all said and done, getting it unboxed, getting it installed in the car. So very simple. It's solid. It's, you know, the car's moving with it right now on jack stand, so can't say enough good things about it. It'll be a drastic change once it's all powder coated in. You want to take this out, you can. You want to be able to use the back seat. So The seats will still bolt in. Your whole interior goes in. I have to figure that out. Regardless if I do it or not, I'm gonna get this bar powder coated. It may sit in the basement, it may sit in the car. You have to also look at if you're gonna have bucket seats, if you're gonna have reclinable seats. There's a lot to figure out with this vehicle still, but we're working through it. I wanna get into the fun stuff. I wanna get this bay all cleaned up. I wanna get the car assembly kind of going. Like I showed you before, the shop's a mess. I'm running out of room. I might take on another project. This one is gonna be ready for the spring. The Supra is gonna probably be, you know, a full year rebuild. We're right down to the frame, just a full off restoration. So I kind of want to do something fun in the meantime while I'm waiting for that. I don't know if that's an RX-7. I don't know if that's a Honda Civic. Let me know what you guys want to see. You know, I know BMWs are popular. I want to build something that's going to be enjoyable, something that you guys want to actually see in the meantime. So let's find a car. Maybe it's a budget build. Maybe it's something that's a little different, you know, out of the realm that we're doing with the JDM cars. And this isn't really JDM, but everyone classifies it as. So let me know. We'll see you next week. Keep on building, guys.